Come if you can, call if you must, and drink what you bring and share it with us. Weary to rest, you drink if you dry, save you the best and take what you like.
Welcome to St. Bonaventure University. My name is Tony Burke and I'm going to be your tour guide today. First, let's start off with some information about St. Bonaventure University. Franciscan friars from Italy founded the university in 1858. We recently celebrated our 150th anniversary. Currently, we have about 2,000 undergraduate students and 500 graduate students enrolled. St. Bonaventure is a liberal arts university, and we have 5 different schools and over 55 different majors. The schools are the School of Education, the School of Business, the School of Franciscan Studies, the School of Arts and Sciences, and the Russell J. Jandoli School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Behind me is Hopkins Hall. Hopkins is home to the admissions office, the business office, financial aid office, and the basement is home to tech services.
That's great, Tony, but how about something a little more interesting? I'm Liz Witter, your other tour guide. You know, the one that gives you the useful information.
I thought we agreed I was going to do this by myself.
Yeah, well, plans change. Let's start the show.
Anyway, the first stop on our tour is Devereaux Hall. It's the oldest residence hall on campus and it houses about 350 students in single and double occupancy rooms. Typically, sophomores and juniors live here.
The cool thing about Dev is they say the 5th floor is haunted, and real late at night you can hear the ghosts banging around on the 5th floor.
That's not even close to being true.
How would you know? You didn't live on the 4th floor.
You didn't either. Just tell them more about Devereaux.
Fine. The building is co-ed by floor, and males live on the 1st and 3rd floor. Females live on the 2nd and 4th. Each room is equipped with a sink for personal use. Every floor has a lounge that students can use for making late night snacks, holding study sessions, and hosting floor-oriented events.
Devereaux Hall is the only building on campus that uses an electronic security system. Bona students can swipe their ID cards to enter the building, or they can also use their keys.
Also, the laundry room is located on the 1st floor, and guess what, Mom and Dad? It's free!
That's not accurate. It's actually worked into your tuition, so you don't have to bring quarters.
So the 5th floor ghost is true?
Let's just go to Hickey Dining Hall and Cafe Laverna.
I love the smell of coffee in the morning.
It's 3 in the afternoon.
This is Cafe Laverna. It is a recent addition to the Hickey Dining Hall, officially opening in the spring of 2007. We are currently in the cafe side. This side serves gourmet coffee, teas, blended fruit smoothies, and milkshakes from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day. The relaxed atmosphere, accented by tables and comfortable leather chairs, is ideal for studying and meeting up with friends.
How'd you know all that?
I read the tour guide handbook.
This side of Cafe Laverna is home to the deli. The deli is open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, and is open on the weekends, but only as an extra space for studying and eating dinner. The deli serves a variety of subs, paninis, and sandwiches.
What about Hickey Dining Hall?
That's where we're going next.
I love the smell of the Hickey in the afternoon.
You just changed the place and time of day for something you like, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is Hickey Dining Hall. It's open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on the weekends it's open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Hickey serves 3 main meals a day. Breakfast from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., lunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and dinner from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Every day there are bagels, breads, cereals, fruits, and vegetables available all day.
Wow, you said a mouthful. As far as meal options go, the Hickey offers a variety of food options. There's a Mongolian grill, vegetarian, pizza, pasta, and a deli bar. There's also a grill station and a dessert bar. Every student is required to have a meal plan as long as they live in a residence hall.
That's right. The meal plans range from the basic Bona Silver plan, which gives students unlimited meal swipes into Hickey, to the Bona Platinum package, which gives students unlimited meal swipes into Hickey, plus 300 flex dollars, which can be used at Cafe Laverna, the RC Cafe, the Rathskeller, or Francis Cafe.
We'll talk about the RC Cafe in just a little bit. The Rathskeller in the basement of the Hickey has more pub-oriented food for late-night snacking. Hey, do you think they'd get mad if I stole some bagels and apples from my apartment?
I wouldn't do it. We didn't swipe to get in here. That would pretty much be stealing.
We need to go, now.
Why am I not surprised? This is Shea Laughlin Hall. Shea Laughlin, or Shaylo as we like to call it, is one of our freshman residence halls here on campus. Shaylo was renovated back in the summer of 2006, and Shea was converted to a suite-style living situation with 2 rooms connected by their own bathroom.
Each building is co-ed by floor, joined by a common lounge with couches, chairs, and a big screen TV. Laundry facilities are located in the basement of each building. A minister in residence is an in-hall friar who provides scholarly and spiritual help for those who need it. There is a minister in residence in every residence building on campus.
The RA office is located on the first floor. The RAs on campus are here to create a sense of community on each floor through programming, helping students in need, and enforcing campus policies. RA duty hours are 9 p.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 9 p.m. until 3 a.m., Friday and Saturday. RAs are also required to sit 5 office hours per week. Shaylo, along with Robinson and Falconio, are all part of the first-year experience.
The FYE program is set up to help students transition from high school to college more smoothly. Upperclassmen mentors are available for help as well. And freshmen can have cars on campus for the cost of a $100 decal. So what's next on our lovely tour of this campus, Tony?
Stop lounging and you'll see.
This is De La Roche Hall. It's the oldest building on campus, and it completed construction in 1900. The building is named after Joseph De La Roche d'Allion. He was the first person to find oil in North America, near Cuba, New York. De La Roche Hall is home to many programs on campus, including biology, biochemistry, chemistry, computer science, physics, mathematics, and psychology. Originally, all 4 floors were intact, but a fire in the 1930s left the 4th floor beyond repair. St. Bonaventure received a grant from NASA to build a new science building. You gonna behave this time?
There's only so much I can promise, Tony. May I talk about our new science center?
Sure, why not?
Whoa, how'd you do that?
It's the magic of editing. Anyway, this is the newly opened William F. Walsh Science Center, which was completed in the fall of 2008 and is our newest building on campus. On the first floor of Walsh, there are 2 Inquiry in the Natural World labs, which is part of our core curriculum here at St. Bonaventure. There is also an organic chemistry classroom. On the second floor is the physiology teaching lab. As we go upward towards the Helix Wall in the Eckelman lobby, one of our computer science professors, Dr. David Levine, created a presentation on the history of the personal computer, which plays here all day.
You're not going to do that snap the fingers, change scene thing again, are you?
Of course not. We're not that out of shape. We can walk. Anyway, let's move on to the library.
This is Freedsom Memorial Library. Our library was made possible by the generosity of Colonel Michael Freedsom. The library was built in the Florentine style of architecture in 1937, with an addition being built in 1974.
Our book stacks are color-coded, with our collection exceeding over 250,000 volumes of books. The library also houses university archives, as well as collections of manuscripts, rare books, and other unique assets. During hours of operation, there's a reference librarian on staff to assist students.
The library has 2 computer labs, one on the ground level and one on the main floor. Students can log into these computers using their Bonaventure student ID and passwords. The library also has a variety of seating areas and places to study.
It also has a conference room and curriculum center for education majors located on the ground floor. It's also home to the Verizon Media Center. Can I still use it even though I have AT&T?
Seriously?
Not funny.
Not even close. Let's move on to our next stop, the John J. Murphy Professional Building.
Murphy Professional Building homes Russell J. Jandoli School of Journalism and Mass Communication, as well as the School of Business. The Murphy Building is home of the TV broadcast studio, the Bob Coop Lab, in which journalism students get the opportunity to run and perform a weekly televised newscast.
Murphy is home to our IBM and Macintosh computer labs, which students can use whenever the labs are open. Murphy is also home to Dresser Auditorium, located in the center of the building complex. Dresser Auditorium can hold approximately 450 people and can be divided into 3 smaller sections.
A little advice about the dividing sections. I had zero idea they had doors in them.
How is that advice?
It scared the daylights out of me when a professor just randomly appeared through one of the doors.
Seriously, it scared you that bad?
What? He had a beard. Let's move on to our final academic building, Plasman Hall.
This is Plasman Hall, named after Father Thomas Plasman, who held the longest tenure as president of St. Bonaventure for 29 years.
Yeah, before they named it Plasman Hall, the students used to call it that building over there that I took naps in.
Really? Moving on. Plasman Hall is home to many of the liberal arts departments, such as English, philosophy, sociology, theology, foreign languages, and the School of Education. Plasman hosts the language lab on the 2nd floor and has 2 computer labs, one on the 1st level and one in the basement. There's always a lab assistant on duty, and students receive their own email accounts upon enrollment.
Students with their own computers can connect through the university network in any of the residence facilities on campus. We are a 100% wireless campus. Each of our 55 great majors has a different requirement for a secondary language. Faculty offices are located in the basement with professors usually readily available, either through office hours, email, and in some cases, you can get a direct phone line to them.
Our average student-teacher ratio is 14:1, meaning that here at St. Bonaventure, you really do get the one-on-one treatment you deserve. St. Bonaventure is a liberal arts school, meaning there are 12 required courses that every student takes, ranging from literature, history, art, science, 2 religion, and 2 writing courses as well. Don't freak out, the courses aren't as bad as they sound. Alright, let's move on to our sports arena, the Riley Center. Hey, come on, get up.
Center is home to all of our athletic departments with our athletic fields located behind the building. We are a Division I school hosting sports such as baseball, softball, soccer, rugby, basketball, tennis, women's lacrosse, swimming and diving, golf, and cross country.
The RC, as we call it, is the largest building on campus. It provides sports arena seating for 6,000 on our new Boblinier court, which opened in the fall of 2007. The Riley Center is named after Mike Riley, who dedicated much of his life to athletics here at St. Bonaventure. He coached baseball, football when we still had the program, and was the athletic director.
The RC hosts our study abroad program, the campus post office, the university bookstore, and the RC Cafe is hosted here as well. The RC Cafe is more fast food style of dining, and they also have healthy options. It's also hosts the oldest swimming pool in the Atlantic 10 Conference.
Also on the 2nd floor of the RC are counseling services, the Career Placement Center, and WSBU FM 88.3 The Buzz, the #2 ranked college radio station in the nation. In the basement is the ROTC department.
So we pretty much covered everything for those students who are at the athletic Division I caliber of our esteemed school.
Yeah, I don't think we can get much more clear than that.
But what about those who aren't athletic though, Tony? Did you forget about the former athletes and bodybuilders who can't continue doing their beloved sport at the D1 level?
No, we're actually going to the Richter Center next, which I'm sure you were referring to.
You win this round, good sir. You win this round.
Count it.
The building we're in now is our $6 million recreation center, which was completed in the fall of 2004. The building was donated from William and Sandra Richter, who the building is named after. The center is open from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. every day.
The Richter Center is home to 2 squash and racquetball courts, 3 basketball courts. It also has a weight level, a cardio level, an aerobics room. And to top it all off, it has a second-story indoor track, a rock climbing wall, and locker rooms. The Richter Center also houses intramural, club, and recreational sports too.
Yeah, those sports are tons of fun. My softball team went 12-0 last year.
You played softball?
I meant my fantasy softball team. I picked my starting lineup from the Lady Bonnie softball team. Those other teams, they never stood a chance.
I thought you said you were going to start acting proper on the tour.
I promise no such thing. What's next on our tour anyway?
University Ministries.
Let's move out.
This is University Ministries. University Ministries is host to many of Bonaventure's social action programs, such as Bonabuddies, the Warming House, and other service trips coordinated throughout the year. University Ministries is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is an alternative for studying.
Students wish to have a community bake event, they can use the kitchen facilities as long as they clean up their own mess. Mount Irenaeus, our mountain retreat, has offices located in Human. Many organizations use Mount Irenaeus for weekend and evening getaways, as well as class trips and floor trips organized by resident assistants. The mountain offers a nice getaway from the everyday activities of campus, as well as a nice home-cooked meal.
No snide remarks, no quips, nothing?
No, I like Human. I just can't think of anything funny to say about it.
Right. Let's turn our focus to Butler Gymnasium. This is Butler Gymnasium. Butler Gym is named after Father Joseph Butler, OFM, who served the second longest term as the university president.
So who's the third longest running president?
Hold on a minute, we'll get to that.
Well, let's think about it. The first longest running president got an academic building named after him. The second one got this gym. So what's the third get, like a park bench named after him or something? Oh, that makes sense actually. But more importantly, Butler Gym has a second-story track which students are more than welcome to use. The building has been renovated over the years to accommodate for the theater and art programs with sculpture and theater studios in the basement. So what's next? Monkeys? Bears? I know, ocelots.
You do know we're not in a zoo, right?
I'm well aware of that, but seriously, what's next?
The Regina A. Quick Center for the Arts. Now, the Regina A. Quick Center for the Arts is one of our newest non-residence buildings on campus. It's home to our Fritzem Art Collection and hosts other visiting galleries as well. In 2001, the F. Donald Kenny Museum opened, giving us 2 new galleries and study rooms as part of the addition. This was made possible by the contribution of the Kenny family.
In part of the O'Shea grant, the Quick Center was converted from a combination art studio and museum it was to the full museum status it is now. We've obtained other collections which will be on permanent or temporary display throughout this year and for years to come. The Quick Center also has music rooms, private practice areas, band and choral rooms, as well as a 350-seat theater.
Hey Liz, do you have a favorite artist?
Bob Ross.
Is that the happy little bush guy?
Yeah, there's just something so magical about his paintings.
I have no good comment for that. Anyway, let's take a look at our other freshman residence halls, Robinson and Falconio. Robinson and Falconio are our other freshman residence halls. They're co-ed by floor, and all rooms are double occupancy with no sinks. Each year, a floor in Falconio Hall is reserved for transfer students and upperclassmen.
Unlike other residence buildings on campus, the first floor of Robinson is a converted floor, which instead of housing students, the rooms host the Office of Safety and Security and the University Print Shop, and also hosts the Bonaventure, which is our weekly student-run newspaper, the Bonadu, which is our yearbook, and the Laurel, which is our literary magazine.
Laundry facilities are located on the first floor. The student government offices are located on the first floor of Falconio Hall, with a general conference room in the main lounge. Any questions, comments, or concerns, Miss Witter?
If a tree falls in the forest, will a polar bear notice?
I'm gonna go with no on that one.
See, that's what I thought too, but I'm convinced it does.
You would be. Let's move on to our last stop, Doyle Hall. This is Doyle Hall, named after Father Matthias Doyle, OFM, who served the third longest term as university president.
Yeah, that's what he told me back in Butler Gym. Kind of cool, actually. The guy got his own building.
They all got their own building.
Yeah, but he got the biggest one.
Anyway, Doyle Hall is a combination residence hall and facility building. As for the residence hall portion, the top 3 floors of Doyle Hall are for sophomores, juniors, and seniors and are co-ed by floor. All rooms are doubles and have sinks. Also, Doyle Hall is a quiet hall, meaning that all students sign a contract agreeing to abide by the quiet and consideration hours.
Right. Well, the first floor of Doyle has health services, with hours being from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the Medical Emergency Response Team, or MERT, being on call 24/7. There is also a doctor who comes to campus at least 3 times a week, and students can make appointments.
The Teaching and Learning Center is located in the basement, and students can go there to receive tutoring in any subject they want, free of charge. Doyle is also home to our main chapel on campus, where Sunday Mass is held at 10:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. All aspects of Mass are student-run, including the choir, the Eucharistic ministers, and the lectors. Attending Mass is not mandatory, but many students choose to anyway. Hey Liz, when was the last time you've been to a Bonaventure Mass?
When was last week?
Last week?
It's been about 3 years.
Is that the best comeback you could come up with?
Yeah, I'm tapped for being funny. It really takes a lot out of you.
Shall we move on?
Let's. Doyle Hall is also home to the History Department, with professors' offices right here. The first floor is also home to the Registrars and Records Office, where students can get transcripts, add drop forms for classes, and add change major forms. The laundry services are located in the basement. Anything I forgot?
Nope. That's it for Doyle Hall.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed your tour of St. Bonaventure University as much as we enjoyed giving it.
And if you'd like to see the campus in person, feel free to contact our admissions office and schedule an appointment. And if you didn't like this tour at all, I know the guy who wrote the script and edited the video, and I'll beat him up.
Oh, no you won't. No you won't. We hope you enjoyed the tour. If you have any further questions or comments, feel free to contact admissions. Goodbye.
Bye.
Sweet.